So what's going on, guys? My name is Mr. Dalek JD and I'm extremely excited as today Treyarch has blessed us with another Memories trailer. Finally, we got Nikolai's Memories all the way back in December, and it's now taken 6 months before we've finally gotten a new one, which is Richtofen. Let's take a look now at this trailer and I'll be back straight afterwards to break it down.
My name is Edward Richtofen, and I have been trying so very hard to do the right thing. Long ago, I made a promise, a vow, to protect him. In order to keep my word, I have done bad things. Very bad things. I do not regret the pains that I have caused, because none of it really matters. This moment, this me. All of it will soon be gone. I have lied, I have cheated, I have deceived, all for a purpose you could never understand. I would not change a single thing. He thinks I do not know, but I do. The blood will protect me.
Now, if this trailer didn't get you excited for what's to come in the story, I do not know, but it starts off with Richtofen sitting in the forest type area, which we've seen a lot in the menu, and we saw in Nikolai's Memories, and then it's a section of Richtofen actually sat within the giant. This is extremely interesting, as this is where the actual main story of Black Ops 3 Zombies takes place. It's where Richtofen actually kills himself and collects his soul within the summoning key. Now, there's a lot of evidence within the giant and the other zombie maps to put the idea across that this is not the first time they've actually done this, and it seems like Richtofen is reflecting and looking over everything that he's done, very similar to what's happened with Nikolai in his Memories trailer. Now, the main story of this trailer is Richtofen explaining that he's been trying very hard to do the right thing, and long ago he made a promise, a vow, to protect him, and in order to keep his word, he's done very bad things. Now, he's obviously talking about the vow that he made a long time ago with Dr. Maxis. He made a vow a long time ago with Maxis to save the universe by correcting all of the mistakes that the past versions of him and the other characters have done. He says that he doesn't regret any of the pain that he's caused because none of it really matters. This moment, this version of himself, all of it will soon be gone. Now, this is extremely important because it's signifying a sort of outcome that's going to happen once we've completed and gotten all of the souls. Once we've fixed the universe, all of what's happened is not going to matter because it will soon be non-existent. Now, as we well know with Richtofen, he has lied, he's cheated, and he's deceived many times. He says it's all for a purpose that you could never understand, and he would not change a single thing. This is very typical Richtofen talk here, but the ending of this is definitely the most interesting. He thinks I do not know, but I do. The blood will protect me. And at several shots in this trailer, we see it zoomed in on Richtofen's blood vials. We know he holds the blood of 2 inmates from Mob of the Dead. And at the end of the Zetsubou no Shima Easter egg ending, all of the other characters possess a set of blood vials each. Now, from the tone of Richtofen and the whole signature of this message, it is of course directed about Dr. Maxis, but it's obvious during one of the Zetsubou no Shima radios that Maxis has withheld truths from Richtofen, which Richtofen knows. This could be the fact that the blood vials will protect him. So is Richtofen supposed to protect Maxis, or is the world doomed? This is very, very interesting because to me it seems like Maxis has been evil and there is some sort of undenying plan or secret that Maxis is withholding from Richtofen, and we can even make this a possible idea because of a secret radio within Zetsubou no Shima where Maxis himself declares that he has certain truths withheld from Richtofen. So far on this journey, Richtofen has held his end of the deal, and that there is something Maxis has not told Richtofen. What that secret is, we aren't quite sure yet, but I'm sure we will find out very, very soon in the next DLC map. But it's quite obvious that Richtofen has these blood vials as a sort of backup plan. But not only a backup plan in case things go wrong, but a backup plan in case what Maxis is telling him is not quite right and he has a plan to overthrow Maxis. And extremely interesting at the end there where it says the blood will protect me. Now looking at what we know so far, in a secret blood vial code which you can find near the zip line, it says, Maxis, have you found the space-time coordinates for the other individuals I asked you for? It's imperative that we find them as well. You must trust me on this. For my plan to work, we need their blood. So it's clear from that little cipher message to where we are now in the trailer, it's a great deal of time ahead from that, and he's saying that the blood that we've collected as well as the Mob of the Dead blood vials will protect Richtofen in the events to come, and we're finally going to be getting a full-on explanation of those blood vials in the next DLC map, it seems. Like I said earlier, I have a strange feeling that Dr. Maxis is going to betray Richtofen at some point, and Richtofen is going to use the blood in some shape or form to protect himself. But even more interestingly, looking at the trailer, when he says I have lied, the camera is pointing directly at the blood vials. So what the hell could that mean if it's pointing at the blood vials and he's saying I have lied? What if the entire time the Mob of the Dead blood vials are not actually from Mob of the Dead and it's someone else completely? This is a huge crazy thing in my mind right now, because the inmates definitely have the same numbers as those blood vials, but when he's saying I have lied, it could be indicating that the blood in those vials could not actually belong to the people from Mob of the Dead. And when it says I have cheated, it points to the weird little saw tool that he has on his hip, which is what he used to carve Maxis's brain open during the Origins cutscene intro. And when it says I have deceived, it points to his hands covered in blood, which we know at the start of the Origins intro cutscene as well, you can see him looking at his hands covered in blood, looking very, very guilty. So not only is Maxis betraying Richtofen in some way by keeping a secret from him, but it seems Richtofen might also be keeping a secret from Dr. Maxis. I'd love to get your ideas on all of this down below in the comment section. It would be absolutely amazing to get a huge discussion going, because right now my mind is racing, because Treyarch might have lied to us the entire time about these blood vials, or there just could be some ridiculous explanation which we just aren't quite ready to know about yet, and they're teasing at the fact that it's all going to be explained in the next map. Massive thank you to Treyarch for making an incredible trailer. This actually gave me goosebumps of how epic it is, and I can't wait to get even more memory trailers for the remaining 2 characters. It's going to be absolutely insane. But make sure to subscribe to keep yourself up to date with the latest Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies news and information like this video, and I'll catch you in another one very, very soon.